Good morning. Today I'm going to show you how to draw a cat. Now we're going to use our shapes again, and angles and lines and things to build up the picture as usual. So first thing you need to do is a circular part here for the head. Okay, and just underneath we're going to do another circle. That's for like the cat's chest. They usually sit up quite proudly, so they're quite a round chest. And then down here off to the right you're going to draw another sort of an oval shape here, and that's going to be our cat's hind leg. Okay, now from here we're going to draw one line going like that, one down like that, and that's the cat's front legs. And we'll draw a little round bit at the end for her paws. Okay, and at the top we need to draw 2 points, little triangles for the ears. Make sure they're sort of in proportion with the head so they're not too big. And I'm going to draw a little sort of S shape there for the tail. Okay, now last but not least we just need to do a smaller circle about halfway. So if you measure that roughly halfway, you can draw a smaller circle at the base, and that's more where the nose and mouth is going to be. Okay, and we're going to link it all up. So I'm going to draw a line here for the neck, more curved line here, so it's going to come round for the chest and the body. Around here we're going to draw sort of like an arch, so I'm going to go round and round to this side and the right side of that circle to bring from the neck round like that. Okay, oh, I forgot a little circle here for that back foot. Okay, now we can go around the tail. What I'm going to do is I'm going to make this thin line a lot thicker. Hopefully you can see that. So I'm just going to go, just taking my time, way around. I'm going to go round that line and make it a bit thicker like that. That's the tail. Okay, I'm going to go down the legs now, and then we'll start putting in things like the nose and the eyes. So from here, I'm going to come down this leg, and yeah, I'm coming slightly away from that line, but to join it up with the paw there. And this one here, I'm going to start with a little bit of fluff there and down to here. Now we've got a paw, so we can draw the little, like the letter C, if you can see, 1, 2, 3. That's like the paw bit. Then we're going to come straight up here, because obviously his arm is not going to be that thin, but it's following that shape. So I'm going to come from here straight down there like that. Okay, because they have quite a larger shoulder. Before I draw this bit in, his belly's probably going to follow this sort of line. As we said, it's going to curve down like that. So we need to make sure we've got a rough bit of belly in there. Then we can fluff that bit up like that. And again here, draw those little C's, 2, 3, to join up the paws. Okay, now the hind leg, fluff all the way round, and then little C's, 1, 2, 3. You might be able to see a tiny little bit there. And then pull that one out to join the tail. So from that, see there, to the bottom of the tail there. And you'll probably be able to see a bit of fluffy belly just underneath like that. Okay, so up here, now we've got the main body. We need to do a little, right in the centre of this circle, little triangle. It needs to be quite small, right in the middle, because the cat's noses are a lot smaller than dogs, so they're quite tiny. And then we're going to have a couple of lines going up like this. I'm doing it very faintly, so I don't know if you can see that. I'll just zoom it in a bit. So just 2 very faint lines like that. And then from there, I'm going to draw some curved shapes for the eyes. So I'm going to go up and over, so watch that bit, and then under like that. Okay, so that's one. And then the other side, over and round. That's two little eyes from our cat so far. Okay, now from here they have a single line coming down from their nose, and then little bits coming out the bottom there, just like that. Okay, now from this area I'm going to draw under the chin and like that. I'm going to start fluffing up the face, so we're going to fluff around here, a bit of fluff around here. They're not as fluffy as dogs, so it's just a little bit, and bring that bit down a little bit more like that. Fluff, maybe fluff this bit out a little bit. Add a bit on the tail. There we go. Okay, and then the ears, we'll just define them. Now, they have a little bit of fluff on the top usually, but the main bit is inside, so we're going to draw a little bit of fluff here and then draw that ear structure. So again, same with this one. And the fluff inside, and then that structure of the ear, like so. Okay, you can add a little bit more fluff inside if you want. They have quite a bit long hair, like that. Now, cat's eyes are, I'm going to zoom in a little bit for you, a little bit different. They are like, their pupils aren't round all the time. They're more like slits. So we need to draw very thin slit in the eye like that. So that's one, and then I can define that a little bit more. Take my time going around the shape. And it's good if you have a sharp pencil for this. So go round and then little slit like that. Hopefully you can see. I'm going to round off these cheeks a little bit. Okay, now what I need to do before I move on too much is I need to rub out all the shape lines we've done, then we can start adding some detail. So I'm going to do that now. Okay, so hopefully if you sketch it lightly, you should be able to easily rub that out. So obviously I've got to just touch up this bit here. I've rubbed it out a little bit, and I might bring that cheek all the way around so you can see. I might draw maybe a bit of a tabby cat, so I might add some stripes. I might add a bit of fluff there, a bit of fluff there. Usually on a cat, their chest area and their stomach's quite plain, even if they're more of like a turtle shell or spotty. They have quite plain chests, so if you've got any stripes and bits, you can bring it in, but I'd leave that middle part quite clear. I'm going to do some scruffy bits on their face and on the cheek, like so. I'm going to do lots of dots on their cheek, like so. Might even add some whiskers, very lightly. And some stripes. Bits of fluff here. Some on the leg. It's usually slightly thicker and then goes to more of a thinner point. And then on the tail, a little bit in there, like so. And there you have your cat.